Alright lads, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, and boys, a few days ago we did get the new leaks for the Tenshiro collaboration returning, but one thing we missed, and I want to kind of go over it today, right, is the fact that the person leaking it does say it's possible a rerun with Tenshiro, although it's possible to have another collaboration with Netflix. So that does mean if they have some like leaking schedule, whatever they talked about here, it's possible that we're going to get the new collaboration, not a rerun, but a new collaboration that's not even seen in Grand Cross before, that is from Netflix. Now, Netflix is massive, so we're going to kind of narrow it down to just anime because it's an anime game. But with Stranger Things, it's possible that we get, I don't know, like what the Queen's Gambit collaboration, a BoJack Horseman, who knows, right? Just Netflix originals. So what I did was I went through the Netflix original anime, and we're kind of going to break down what it is. But one thing's important to note before we do dive into it, and I know a lot of you lot want, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen, High School DxD, Black Clover, since I've made them myself, right? But these collaborations are very unlikely. So the reason why we're saying this is because licensing is a thing. You can't just go out there and get a collaboration. So a lot of people, well, if you're in the know, are on the assumption that Shueisha is a no-go, really. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's impossible. But one thing that is more likely than others, so like the ones I just named, is the fact that if they have some tie to 7DS. So basically anything to do with Netmarble, because they made the game, Kodansha, because they are the publisher for 7DS, and also Netflix, since 7DS is a Netflix original anime, and well, we already got one, and apparently we're getting another one. So today, boys, we're going to go through the catalog and name out some that I do believe could come through. You can see a screenshot on screen now of all the possible Netflix original animes that we could be getting, but I'm going to go through some that I think is more likely, and some may surprise you, and also we're going to look at the publishers, because that it does kind of a massive importance, but we'll just break it down as we go along. Alright, so the first one is one of my favorites, I would say, is BStars. Now, BStars, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but to be fair, we did get Stranger Things, so anything's possible. It could work. I don't think it should come, because to be fair, I do like it, but not as much to get it in the game of fight with them, right? Legacy does fight. There's some cool stuff he could be, right? If it was just him. But then you got, you know, the dear guy, Rui, I think his name was, who doesn't really fight. Not really too sure what the third person could be. I mean, the fourth, sorry. And then the third person would be the little rabbit, but like she never does anything. So like, yeah, at least for like a fighting game collab, it doesn't make any sense. Also, I do believe BStars hasn't done any collaboration, so I doubt we're going to get this one. Okay, so next is Devilman Cry Baby. Once again, I've not watched it, but I do know it's kind of fighting, I think. I could be just like thinking it. But I do believe this is fully Netflix original. I don't think there's even a manga of it. So Netflix does have all the rights to it. So if they want to give it to, you know, Netmarble to make an actual collaboration for it, it could happen. Okay, so this is going to be my favorite pick, really. And I just finished it a few weeks ago. And I'm kind of annoyed it's no part 2. And that is Dorohedoro. Now, this anime would work so perfectly in the world of 7DS. Not only is it CG, so it actually looks like it's from 7DS, right? But 4 main characters, just like so obvious. You have Kaiman, Nikito, Noi, and Shin. We already have a Shin in the game. But those 4 characters, they all have magical powers. They have cool customization. The fighters too. This literally would fit so well into the game, and if we are going to get collaboration, I do hope it happens. I did look up the publisher. I think it's fine. It's not Shueisha, but I think it's some other one. But I think if they really wanted to get this collaboration in for a Netflix collaboration, it is possible. And yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. So I must say, I hope this one does come, because seeing Noi, I get, oh boys. Okay, so next is Eden Zero, and if you don't know what it is, it's basically a not a sequel to the Fairy Tail, but like in the same universe. It has the same blue cat, and this is likely, to be fair, it's Netflix original. It's also owned by Kodansha. Fits the bill. It works perfectly. Only thing is, though, I think if we're going to get a collaboration first, surely we're going to get Fairy Tail before we get Eden Zero, because this is basically like the B-Tech version of Fairy Tail. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I do like the characters. I mean, to be fair, I think one of them does look like Lucy a bit, and like it would be fine to get it. But like, come on, surely we're going to get Fairy Tail before we get this one. But if we're going to get one, this fits the bill perfectly. If anything, this is the most likely collaboration, because it's literally, it's almost perfect. But the massive disclaimer, the fact that we should be getting Fairy Tail first, if we even get Fairy Tail. Okay, so this one's a massive disclaimer. I'm going to say Fate extra, but Fate is confusing. I mean, if you watch it, you probably know it yourself, right? But Fate is published by Netmarble. I know Netmarble made this, I think the English version, I believe, or Japanese, I'm not too sure what they did. Netmarble does have some ties to Fate, and so does the Netflix apparently as well. So And then we got a leak with Fate. Boys, I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's confirmed or anything like that. It's a very small chance. I'm not even too sure what this Fate is, Fate Extra, or who's even in it. But I want to put out there the Fate license could come true. And maybe we get this Fate collaboration as an actual Netflix collab. All right, boys. The moment when you're waiting for, I think. It would have been in the thumbnail. I know what you lot want. JoJo. Now, JoJo is but okay, so part 6, apparently only part 6 is a Netflix original anime. They did obviously get the licensing for it, which is why I believe most, if not all, of JoJo is on Netflix, so you can binge it all. But beforehand, there wasn't Netflix originals, but part 6 is only going to be on Netflix, which is going to be weird to watch when it does come out weekly. But the thing is, if it's only part 6, I mean, firstly, I wouldn't mind, because I prefer to get Jolene over anyone else, but surely they're not going to add part 6 over getting like someone like Dio or like, you know, the other JoJos, right? It doesn't make too much sense. But the thing is, like I mentioned, is JoJo is Shueisha, and there is a massive debate if we're ever going to get a Shueisha collaboration. Doesn't mean Kodansha can never collab with Shueisha, no, because I do believe Grand Blue, which is another Kodansha-owned publisher, basically, has a gacha game that did a collaboration with Demon Slayer, so it's very, very unlikely there's going to be this Netflix original anime collab coming, but I want to put it out there. It's, if anything, JoJo is way more likely than Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, just because it does have some ties to Netflix now, and Netflix could push it and get us into the game. Okay, so funny enough, this one was kind of theorized coming because of the actual Ragnarok name of the new update. Records of Ragnarok. Now, this one I'm not too sure what he can add. There's a lot of characters. I've not actually watched it myself yet. But I do know it is owned by Netflix. And obviously, I do believe the publisher is fine. I don't think it was Shueisha, so it's kind of in the okay, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm not really sure what he could do. Once again, it'd be a little bit weird to get a Ragnarok update when we already have Ragnarok, if that makes sense, right? But I want to put that out there. This is possible. It is a fighting anime, so who knows, right? Okay, so next is Sherman King. So this actually is a Netflix original anime, but also recently, I'm not too sure when, but it was published by Viz Media, but now it's actually published by Kodansha. So once again, Kodansha, Netflix, it fits the bill. Sherman King actually could be coming if they wanted to get this for an actual collaboration. This is more possible than, I guess, some that we've named earlier on. But yeah, that is kind of it from me for like in terms of anime. It's also very possible, since they did so many things, that we could get an actual non-anime collab. And if we are, there's 2 that I would want really. Is Umbrella Academy. I wouldn't mind that one, to be fair. It'd be a little bit weird, but he did have some powers. And is it 5? He's actually so jokes. I'm sure you've seen some of the memes, right? And unironically, Money Heist, it actually kind of is cool, but they'd be shooting, so like it'd be kind of weird, but they'll be dripped out a little bit. So that is the 2 that I would say that, like, if it's not an actual anime. But I do hope they do stick to anime. To be fair, like, Stranger Things, I didn't mind it. They are kind of cool, but no one actually cares. To be fair, I'm gonna do a video with 11 soon in Gay PvP, because her and Margaret are actually kind of nutty. But like, it just flopped. Maybe that was because they released it either right before or right after ReZero for both Global and JP, so no one really cared about Stranger Things. And yeah, it's just it worked, but like, it wasn't the best timing, I guess. That's probably why it flopped a little bit. Sure, it did well in terms of sales, because it was pretty fun, but nah, just it ain't it, chief, ain't it, chief. But boys, thank you for watching. Let me know out of the picks that I just named, who would you want to see, or like, what collab would you want to see? I'm sure all of you can go towards JoJo. Obviously, my actual picks would definitely be Dorohedoro, and actually probably JoJo myself, because part 6 would be kind of cool. But that's part 6 though, so I don't know what they're gonna do, man. It's the license all fuzzy, so who knows what happens. But all I know is when they do reveal it, hopefully they reveal it first before leaking it, because that would be super gassed to see it during a live stream rather than it being leaked beforehand. But you can't really avoid leaks, so who knows, man. But boys, thank you for watching, and peace.